We know the measures of central tendency. First measures of central tendency is arithmetic mean, then median, then mode. Now we learn the next measures of central tendency is the geometric mean. So geometric mean is the nth root of their product of n observations. So definition, the geometric mean of n observations is their nth root of their product is nth root of their product. If xi, I is going from 1, 2, 3 up to the n, bn observations, then geometric mean is given by G is equal to, G is the notation of geometric mean, G is equal to nth root of their product. Product means x1 into x2 into x3 up to the xn raised to 1 upon n. Nth root of their product. So, taking log on both sides, we get, taking logarithm on both sides, we get log of g is equal to 1 upon n into, you know the properties of logarithm, log of x1 plus log of x2 plus log of x3 plus up to the log of xn. Or this can be written as 1 upon n into summation of log of x I. I is going from 1 to n. Therefore, log of g is equal to this. Now we have to find the value of g. So from this you get g is equal to antilog of 1 upon n into summation of log of xi. I is going from 1 to n. So this is the geometric mean of n observations x1, x2, x3 up to the xn. Now we see the geometric mean of frequency distribution. In case of frequency distribution, xi by fi, I is going from 1, 2, 3 up to the n. The geometric mean is given by that is g is equal to, in case of here frequency distribution means you are given the variables x1, x2, xn and corresponding frequency. Or if you have the continuous frequency distribution, you take the variables as the midpoint of the class intervals and corresponding frequency. So g is equal to x1 raised to f1 into x2 raised to f2 into x3 raised to f3 up to the xn raised to fn raised to 1 upon capital N, where you know the capital N is the sum of all frequencies, summation of I is going from 1 to N. Then you take the logarithm on both sides, you get log of G is equal to 1 upon N into F1 into log of X1 plus F2 into log of X2 plus up to the Fn into log of Xn. Again this can be written as 1 upon N into summation of Fi into log of Xi, I is going from 1 to N. So this is the log of G is equal to this. Now from this you obtain G as taking the anti-log of right side is equal to G is equal to anti-log of 1 upon N into summation of Fi into log of Xi. I is going from 1 to N. So this is the definition of geometric mean in case of ungrouped data and in case of grouped frequency distribution or continuous frequency distribution. Now we see one example. Example, find the geometric mean of numbers 4, 8 and 16. Solution. Now here you have three numbers 4, 8 and 16. Your definition of geometric mean is the nth root of their product. Now here we take the cube root of the product of 4, 8, 16. You get the geometric mean of this number. Solution. Here you have the number 3. N is equal to 3. Therefore, geometric mean of 4, 8, 16 is equal to nth root of their product, means cube root of their product, 4 into 8 into 16 raised to 1 by 3. So this can be written as 4 can be written as 2 square, 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 means 2 raised to 3, and 16 can be written as 2 raised to 4 and raised to 1 by 3. So this can be written as, you know the properties of indices, 2 raised to 2 plus 3 plus 4, 2 plus 3 means 5, 5 plus 4 means 9, 2 raised to 9 raised to 1 by 3 means 2 raised to 9 by 3. 2 raised to 9 by 3 means 2 raised to 3, and 2 raised to 3 means 2 into 2 into 2 and is equal to 8. So here geometric mean of 4, 8, 16 is 8. In this way you can find the geometric mean of any numbers. Now we see the geometric mean of combined series. Now we see the geometric mean of combined series. If G1 and G2 are the geometric means of the two series, you take any two series with N1 and N2 observations respectively, means in first series N1 are the number of members and in second series N2 are the number of members. Then the geometric mean G of the combined series is given by log of G is equal to N1 log of G1 plus N2 log of G2 upon N1 plus N2. And from this G can be obtained. G is equal to anti-log of N1 log of G1 plus N2 log of G2 upon N1 plus N2. Now we see the proof of this theorem, geometric mean of combined series. proof or solution. Let x1 I is going from 1, 2, 3 up to the n1, and x2 j is going from 1, 2, 3 up to the n2. B two series of sizes n1 and n2 respectively. Means in first series number of observations are n1, and in second series x2j number of observations are n2. Then by definition of geometric mean, we have geometric mean of first series is, suppose G1 is geometric mean of the first series. G1 is equal to nth root of their product. Here x11 into x12 into x13 up to the x1 n1 raised to nth root means here 1 upon n1. In first series number of members or number of observations are n1. Now from this you take log on both sides, you get log of g1 is equal to 1 upon n1 into log of x1 1 into means here you have plus log of x12 plus log of x13 plus log of x1 n1, or this can be written as 1 upon n into summation of log of x1 I is going from 1 to n, log of g1 number 1. Similarly similarly geometric mean of second series, and the geometric mean of second series is given by g2 is equal to, g2 is the geometric mean of second series, is equal to nth root of their product. Therefore x11 into x12 into x13 up to the x1 n2 raised to 1 upon n2. Then you take the log on both sides. This implies log of g2 is equal to 1 upon n2 into log of x1 1 plus log of x12 plus log of x1 n2, or this can be written as 1 upon n2 into summation of log of x1 j 1 upon n2 summation of log of now you remember here your second series is x2j, so don't write here x1I x12, so this can be written as, clear the mistake, x21 into x22, x2 is second series, x23 x2 n2 raised to 1 upon n2, so is equal to 1 upon n2 log of x21 plus log of x22 plus log of x2 n2. So this can be written as 1 upon n2 summation of log of x2j, and j is going from 1 to n2. So log of g2 is equal to this number second. Now we have to find the geometric mean of the combined series x1I and x2j. The geometric mean G of combined series is given by G is equal to, first series x1 1 into x1 2 into x1 3 up to the x1 n1. Second series into x2 1 into x2 2 into x2 3 up to the x2 n2, x2 n2, and raised to 1 upon n1 plus n2. The total number of both series is n1 plus n2. Then you take the log on both sides. This implies log of g is equal to 1 upon n1 plus n2 into log of x1 1 plus log of x1 2 plus up to the log of x1 n1 plus log of x2 1 plus log of x2 2 plus and up to the log of x2 n2. Now from 1 log of x1 1 plus log of x1 n. This means n1 into log of g1. So this means 1 upon n1 plus n2 in bracket n1 into log of g1 plus from second value of this means up x21 x plus x22 up to the log of x2 n2 is n2 into log of g2. So this is n2 into log of g2. Therefore log of g is equal to n1 into log of g1 plus n2 into log of g2 upon n1 plus n2. So from this also you obtain g is equal to antilog of this. So this is the geometric mean g of the combined series x1i and x2j. I is going from 1 to n1 and j is going from 1 to n2. So you can solve the number of examples by definition of geometric mean in case of ungrouped data, in case of continuous frequency distribution, or in case of grouped frequency distribution. Thank you.